All right, happy Thursday night, everybody. Welcome on into the Hat Creek Interior Studios, dedicated to delivering a superior customer experience. You need to drop by their showroom, South Slide Road. What is that? 10101 South Slide Road, just a little bit past 98th Street. There on the east side of the road. They ship anywhere in the United States. So go to hatcreek.us. Check out all their Western furniture. It is amazing. It's incredible, and we're glad to have them being the studio sponsor. And we are happy to be in the Hat Creek Interior Studios tonight as we're going to visit with you about a lot of different things: Texas Tech football, Ryder Cup, French fries, anything and everything in between. It's an open date. That doesn't mean we have to act like we're not doing anything. Now, that would be a hell of a show right there. We're not going to stop. We're going to bring you our old friend, Rob Breaux. You hear him on Double T 97.3 and 100.7 FM in Lubbock, doing a variety of show host duties. You hear him doing LISD football play by play, among other sports, but right now, football play by play. And he has an in on the best running back in West Texas that not nearly enough people are talking about. We're going to visit with Rob, our old friend from the Raiderland on Talk 103.9 FM tonight, 6:45. Get his thoughts because the question tonight is this: what is the greatest strength of this Texas Tech football team right now? 2 day, 4 games in. What's the greatest strength of this team? You can drill it down to individual players, position groups. You can go macro, whatever you want to do. But 4 games in, 8 games to go. What is the greatest strength of this Texas Tech football team? You tell us tonight. Overrated, underrated, rated right on a Thursday. We rate things on Thursdays because, quite frankly, you never know when somebody's going to ask you a question and you need to have your thoughts complete. You need to really know what you're going to say. Fast food fries. Yeah, French fries. The ones that are great, the ones that are bad, the ones that get too much credit, the ones that don't get enough credit, and the ones that are just like, whatever. French fries. Why not? Because we can. And then finally, the Ryder Cup starts tomorrow. You got a Red Raider in it again, Ludwig Aubert for the Euros. Where does the Ryder Cup rank on your sports pyramid of the cool sporting events? And its coolness is archaic in a way, but not. And it's changed over the decades. But it's still one of those last little throwback sporting events that we still do every 2 years that you kind of go, all right, there's something to this, right? That's one of the things that golf, when they try, they can get the history right. They can get the traditions right. They can do all that. Don't screw up the Ryder Cup. But where does it rank for you? And if you're a Tech fan, how do you handle Ludwig? Root for him to win all four. I think I'm hearing that he's going to go out 4 times, not 5. And then America wins, or what are you doing? And am I a bad American, by the way, if I take the Euros to win and I bet on the Euros to win? In 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, theraiderland.com. You start your day every day there. We give you the questions of the day. We give you the wonderful Raiderland hot links brought to you by our friends at Jackson Brothers Meat Locker in Post, Texas. Do they process meat? Yeah. You can kill a deer, take it in. Beef? Yeah, I can do that. That's all cool. Do they sell it? Absolutely. You can go get steaks, any kind of steaks you want. And do they have world famous jerky? Yes, they do. Do you need that for your tailgate? Yes, you do. But what if I don't live near Post? What if I live in Dallas or Fort Worth or Austin or, Midlothian? What do I do? They ship anywhere. Go to their website, go to their page, Jackson Brothers Meat Locker, Post, Texas. Also brought to you by Live Life Well Clinic in Lubbock, headed up by Great Red Raider and Dr. John Skelton. Looked around one day and said, you know what? I don't think we're taking care of each other very well. I think we can do better. I think we can do a complete, comprehensive wellness clinic that starts really before you get sick on how to eat well, how to live well, how to sleep well, gut health for guys, all those things. Yeah. And he did. And it's awesome. The Live Life Well Clinic here in Lubbock. Check out their website. Tell them we said, hey, Dr. John Skelton, here's to you. for trying to help people be healthy before they get unhealthy. And then, of course, everybody joins in on the United Supermarkets chat line, the supermarket in West Texas that puts their name on things at Texas Tech and around the area, as opposed to the one that takes your money and sends it down to Austin. All right, let's get it going. Greatest strength of this Texas Tech football team. What is it? The singular thing that you say 4 games in that this will be the bedrock of why Texas Tech football will be good the rest of the year. Overrated, underrated, French fries, Ryder Cup, and anything else that's on your mind. It's kind of like an open line Thursday. So whatever you want to get into, get out on that United Supermarkets chat line. Power 5 people every night. Go to our sponsors on Facebook or otherwise social media and tell them thanks for being a part of it. It's easy to do. Report back after you do it. JC's on our YouTube channel. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. Everybody on YouTube. We want 1,000 YouTube subscribers by the time Tech kicks off at Houston next Saturday. Is it a big goal? Sure it is. Can we do it? Only if you make it happen. So hit share, invite your friends in, and like it every day. McDonald's fries can't be rated high enough. Order unsalted fresh. I'm not gonna fight you, JC. I'm not gonna fight anyone on fries. McDonald's fries to me are incredibly rated right. They're all right. They're not bad. I've had them all over the place. What is it? The hack is, you go and say, hey, I need them, or however you get them to make it like right now. And you tell them, I'm willing to wait. I want them right now. And maybe that's the deal. You order unsalted or something. They bring them out. I ain't against them, but I don't get the immense love that some people have for them. That's okay. God created different fries for different people. Jeff is out there on YouTube as well. YouTube people, kicking butt. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on the channel. Greatest strength right now is James Blanchard, your general manager, and the talent evaluation team. Great answer, 100%. Like I said, we can go macro, big picture. We can go micro position players, everything else. I want to know what you think the greatest strength of this Texas Tech football team is right now. So James Blanchard, that man right there, the man that Notre Dame wanted. They couldn't get him. Why? Because he's got a better job than going to Notre Dame. But you buried the lead there with the talent evaluation. This staff over the last, 2 years is knocking it out on getting guys in who can play for the most part. Some do, some don't. But it's all about the talent evaluation. I think the talent evaluation has been pretty good. Then you target them, then you got to get them in. The key, though, is identifying the right people. Everybody around the country has, in some form or fashion, a James Blanchard. Maybe not in name, maybe not in title, but they've all got recruiting coordinators. They've all got that. So, what are they not doing that he is? Glenn jumps in on Facebook. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on Facebook. Oh, that's free too. Yeah. Brahms fries are underrated. It's going to make a lot of people mad. Not a big Brahms fan. Ice cream, yes. Everything else, no. Every time I've had Brahms fries, they have been limp, moderately soggy, and unappealing. I'll never get a Brahms sponsorship on here. I understand it. That's okay. But if you like them, Glenn, that's all that matters. JC, I got a gnat or something flying around. We can't have that, particularly, 6-7 minutes away from having Rob Breaux join us. We got to clean up the Hat Creek Interior Studios and make sure that gnat's out of here. Agree with Jeff on personnel structure. The big binder that Joey McGuire walked into that interview with, knowing exactly how he wanted to do it, what he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it. When the Joey McGuire story is written at some point, I think that is a fascinating discussion point. Every coach can tell you what they want to do, what their goals are. It became readily apparent that Joey McGuire had a great grasp of how to do it, and not just slogans, and not just Matt Wells slogans. Picking on Matt Wells, why not? It's like hunting in a baited field, isn't it? Every coach wants to win. They have goals. Very few, though, have rock solid concrete plans on how to do it. And it's become apparent that Joey McGuire had a very good plan and understanding of how to do it and how to do it in this landscape, in this current landscape of college football. Fascinating. Jeff jumps in on our YouTube channel, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, where he's already given thumbs up, I'm sure, and shared it. Fries rated right. Shake Shack, crispy, crinkle cut fries are the best fries. I've had Shake Shack fries. They're solid. Best fries, in my opinion, are the long cut with the potato press, that they're crispy enough on the outside, but beefy enough that they can stand up to the massive amount of Heinz 57 sauce and black pepper that I'm going to put on those suckers. Those are good fries. Chick-fil-A fries, the waffle cut fry, does nothing for me. Nothing whatsoever. Jared gets in on Facebook, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, free always. We're talking about what you think the greatest strength of Texas Tech football is currently, right now, today, open day. Overrated, underrated, rated right. Overrated fries, underrated fries, fries rated right. And Ryder Cup, who y'all got? Euros, America? If I told you Europe was going to win by more than 3.5 points, am I a bad American? Tech's greatest strength at the moment is that they're in the forefront of most of the conversations. Half the battle is getting national exposure for good things, not bad, like player arrest. Now, I see where you're going with that, and I agree that, even when people are saying, Texas Tech just buying their team. So when uptight white guy, let's go uptight white guy, or angry, bitter old guy, or national suck-up media type talks about that, they think they're saying something bad. Do you know what recruits hear when they hear Texas Tech is just buying a team? They're like, they're paying? They're like paying a lot? I'll go there. That so much of what uptight white guy sees as a slam or a negative, or we're going to hammer Texas Tech on this, that 16, 17, 18-year-old recruit, that transfer, his ears are going, tell me more about the people in West Texas who got that oil money. Tell me more about that, because I'd like to hear more about it. So you talk about being in the conversation on a good way. Yeah. Oh, and you're winning, and that backs it up right now. 4 games in, big win, national TV, Fox. Some of y'all may have seen it. They beat Utah. JC, if you're rolling with Heinz 57 and French fry potatoes, you need a hearty fry. You do. And that's my my go-to on fries is Heinz 57 sauce. After that, if the fry is strong enough, if the fry is able to stand up to it, A1 sauce with a hearty coarse ground black pepper. Whataburger, spicy ketchup after that, and then regular ketchup if we got to make do. Andy, look at Andy there on Facebook. Just a good man, trying to be on Facebook. Next thing you know, he's commenting on things. Texas Tech has turned into the leader We are following no one. Lead follower, get the hell out of the way. George Steinbrenner. All right, so greatest strength of Texas Tech football. What is it right now? You tell us. Jump in on the comments tonight. Thanks to United Supermarkets and Market Street. Overrated, underrated, rated right, fast food, French fries. I had a bad Monday. I had a bad French fry experience, so we're kind of doing that. And then Ryder, where does it rank on your sports pyramid? You know, like the food pyramid, right? The food pyramid: pizza, fried shrimp, hot wings. I lose track. It's been a while since the 1970s. Glenn on Facebook. Right now, it's Raiderland on Facebook, free. Strength of Tech is players are earning their money and looking good and strong doing it. Well, that is a good strength right now. All right, a good strength right now. It is my pleasure to welcome in to this program. Not necessarily for the first time, but great to have him back. He's Rob Breaux, everybody, my man from Talk 103.9 and our little radio show we used to do, and now he does 4 radio shows a day. How you doing, Rob?
Doing good. How are you? Is San Angelo tuning in?
We're big in San Angelo and Midlothian.
Okay.
I'm told we're on in Midlothian and Victoria.
Wonderful.
How's your world? I'm glad you're on too. I guess there's no Lubbock High game tonight. Are you doing high school tomorrow, or what's your schedule?
Open date fell perfectly with Texas Tech and Lubbock High.
All right. Before we even get into any of the topics of the day, Lubbock High's got a running back that I know you know.
It's true.
Talk to me about this cat, because he's putting up some numbers.
Yeah, Bo Davis, sophomore, my nephew, 800 yards through 4 games in San Angelo, as we just mentioned, against Lakeview, 360 yards, a 36-yard touchdown catch in a 50-49 loss, but he looked good. The team, the offense looked good. I think they might catch a couple district games. We'll see. I think Lubbock High at 2-2, as long as they're not going to Big Spring or San Angelo with any corrupt officiating crews.
Oh, come on, Choice. Right. Come on, Choice. Stop it.
Yeah.
I fear, as an old Coronado Mustang, the Mustang Westerner battle this year may be a tussle.
It should be a good one.
Not really sure what's going on with Coronado right now. I just this week just looked at some of the game scores, and I'm like,
yeah,
might be focusing too hard on one side of the ball. Not really sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's. I want to get your thoughts on a variety of things. That's why you're here. You have thoughts. Texas Tech football right now. I'm posing the question tonight. It's open week material. The greatest strength of the program right now, the greatest strength of Texas Tech football. You can go macro, you can go micro. 4 games in, 8 games to go. What would you say is the greatest strength?
The greatest strength of the team, I think, is going to be run defense, just on the field.
Yeah.
I think those linebackers, that defensive line, I think they're really cohesive right now. I think Wisniewski coming down, Brendan Jordan coming down. I don't know that a lot of run games are going to be able to have success against Texas Tech as a program. It's hard not to say just the greatest strength is its momentum. Look, the macroist answer is cash, right?
Well, yeah.
The greatest strength is cash, but I think cash is only so good, right? There's a lot of rich people out there that don't know how to spend their money or don't know how to really use and fulfill themselves with money.
Yeah, tell me about it. Let me tell you about that.
Yeah, but the momentum of the program, the viewership is up. The recruiting is up. The winning is currently up. You've been going on the road. You've been doing it at home. The fan base is hot. I think this program, more than any other in the country maybe, has momentum right now.
Now I'm doing the tangent stuff, but what you're talking about there, the viewership, the momentum, how much did the Big 12 need Texas Tech this year?
A lot.
Who was going to be that if not Tech? And I guess we could say Utah or who, some other teams going in, Arizona State until they went to Starkville. But right now, how much does the Big 12 need a Texas Tech?
Yeah, because who else is good right now in the Big 12? And I think Arizona State caught that momentum, caught the fire last year. And I think Dillingham is a good representative of the Big 12 and can be one of those coaches nationally that has a pulse and is exciting and has a clip or two on the internet.
Yeah.
But Iowa State can't do that. They're milk toast. They're one dimensional. I think Campbell's a great press conference, but I don't know that he is nationally. Baylor is low energy. I don't know that Baylor can do much of anything. I think Kansas maybe could do some things if they have the momentum. People seem to really like them nationally. I think because they were so bad, especially.
I think that's it. And Jared just commented on there. Kansas had talk before losing to Mizzou, and that's the deal for a Kansas. They can't lose to Missouri.
Yeah.
They can't go out and have that one crossover game, and now they're not relevant.
But I think Texas Tech, more than anybody, can be that kind of polarizing. It's fun to have the underdogs, but Texas Tech might be the only team right now with the juice enough to really be hated and loved in the Big 12.
And I think that's exactly what this league needs right now. And when you say polarizing, I don't necessarily right now see that as a negative. Alabama, polarizing. The New York Yankees of college football for 20 years. Fill in the blank, Clemson's, Georgia, Ohio State. Those teams are polarizing because of their success. So when I hear somebody say, hey, Texas Tech's really polarizing, I'm looking at that going, well, that's good, because if they're hating you, you must be doing something they don't like.
Hey, the Dallas Cowboys
were success and winning.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys weren't America's team because everybody loved them.
No.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ryan Bradley. Hyatt and Breaux, do my eyes and ears betray me? Well, I know not what your eyes and ears are doing, but yes, together again, the way they would never allow us to be back on Talk 103. Hey, how much fun are you having back in radio? I love hearing you. You get to work with a variety of different folks there on the Raymar family of stations, Double T 97.3 and the Score 100.7. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it.
All right. You're usually on in the mornings, right?
Yeah, I've kind of found my home on the end of the bench, like I always have been.
That was coming.
Program.
That was coming.
9 to noon, 100.7 The Score. Collier, David Collier, people know, and Craig Wells on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I make appearances elsewhere, and Tech Talk is fun with Clint and Gus, and sometimes I get in the afternoon with Jamie or Choice. So it's been a fun time. I really like everybody over there. I even get to do the 6 a.m. thing with Chuck every once in a while. So,
well, somebody's got to do it. Might as well be you.
Yep.
I'm like, you're a fantastic writer. For the folks who don't know, Rob's a great writer, and outside looking in, and this is kind of an inside joke, I guess, between us, I think you're writing for fun now, and not word count.
Yeah, it was a little cumbersome there in the past, but DoubleTSportsNetwork.com allows me to have the autonomy and do whatever I want. I don't have to add 16 pictures at the end of every article, and it's
hold on, Justin doesn't work it. Never mind.
Yeah,
nobody likes the inside jokes.
Yeah.
All right, I want to go from macro to micro on this team. X's and O's, 2 new coordinators, both sides of the ball. Give me 2 things you're loving, 2 things you're not loving. Because I saw one thing, and you know what I hate on offense, and I saw it too many times last week. But give me yours.
Yeah, obviously the pre-snap penalties, and I think the run blocking has been a bit of an issue. I think your running backs are doing good fighting space, but similar to Taj Brooks before them, I wish they didn't have to find space
Yeah.
behind the line of scrimmage on nearly every play to create some positives. Now, I think this run game can develop over the year, but that's one thing that I don't like offensively. Offensively, and I was a big Zach Kitley guy.
Oh, yeah.
The job approval ratings for Zach Kitley in my household were very high
Yes.
every Tuesday, but I have really, really enjoyed Mac Leftwich. There are very few coordinators right now, in my opinion, that call the game and will call a play in the first quarter just to set something up maybe in the third.
Right.
Kyle Shanahan is a master of it. And I think I'm seeing it a little bit with Mac Leftwich. There was a screen call against Oregon State to the right. It ended up scoring Jacoby Williams.
Yeah.
Then they faked it, let her left, and instead
Beautiful
of throwing
play.
it, Terrence Carter comes in over the middle and he catches it going up the middle. Same action. Everybody's looking out, and it's Terrence Carter up the middle now. So really, really enjoy Mac Leftwich and the way he sets up the game and will focus on things and then sees it or plans it and then does things off those actions. I've really enjoyed that so far.
Yeah. Just never throw another hitch or screen, bubble screen. I'm a happy man. Just stop. Don't do it. Fish are farther out. Go downfield.
What's funny is even his screens just look
crisp.
No, yeah, a little different. The run blocking at the perimeter, the receivers, they're getting after it.
Yeah.
And that's something that we really saw maybe in the Cliff era. They had the belt they passed around with the receiver blocking. It seems to be at a high level right now. So I like that offensively.
On the defensive side, I think we can all agree the front's been great, and they've done it really with a base look and not a whole lot of concept action, which I love. I mean, it's like playing with 13 players when you don't have to walk up a back or anything else. I want to go to the back end and get your thoughts here. Coverage schemes. Do we know yet what this team does well or what the coverage scheme is? Because they haven't really been tested, and it became very obvious early on Dan Pierre was not going to test you. You could just do two, be back there in two, and just keep everything in front, not really have to do anything. Do we know yet if these guys can cover anybody? I don't know.
No.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
No.
I just don't think we've seen it yet.
My hope is that you won't need to until maybe the Big 12 championship against Josh Hoover. Or whoever else is there, Rocco Becht, or I don't know. I had Robertson there before the season, but I don't know if he will be there now. And some of it is because the other coordinators, the other offenses are so afraid of the defensive line. They've been so quick to throw the ball.
Yes, 100%. I think that's what it is.
Some of it is, especially against Oregon State, you were actually getting to the quarterback. And some of it is your defensive line has been getting home. So I don't know that you've seen that yet. You've had a guy free against Oregon State. You had a couple free against Kent State, but that was long drags.
Yeah.
And then you had the one that was missed against Utah and the one that was hit against Utah and called back. But I don't know that we've seen much concept from Shieldwood. It's just been, and you didn't really see it at Utah last year either.
No, I think one of the things that's impressed me most about it, maybe this is the whole defense, but definitely on the edge and I'll say secondary, is this team tackles incredibly well one-on-one, that 3-yard pass turns into a 3-yard gain and not a 10-yard gain. That the guys that arrive there are making individual tackles. And I don't know, I'm sure there's a metric we might be able to look up and find out what, Yak and Rack was against Tech last year versus this year. But just eyeballing it, and I don't know if you've seen that, I think this is one of the best individual tackling defenses I've seen at Tech in years. Years. I'm going back to when you were a Ute.
Yeah.
One Ute.
I think anecdotally, a lot of 10-yard plays turned into 25-yard plays and 30-yard plays
Yeah.
in the last 5, 6 years, 10 years, 15 years. It doesn't seem to be happening right now. Now, you're not perfect, but even on PFF, the tackling grades are high. So some guy in his basement's agreeing with us there.
Yeah.
But it does feel like Shieldwood's strength, from what I saw going back and watching Troy or Houston or Tulane, his defenses just are consistent, disciplined, and behind you. And you're not getting behind them. They're keeping you in front. And if you catch the ball down the field, you're getting tackled. There's not a bunch of yak, and they're swarming. Everybody's there. The reason you missed a couple tackles last year is in the secondary, even if a guy was there, he was the only one.
Yeah.
Well, now there's 3 or 4 right there, and it just seems like it's suffocating.
Well, I think that goes back to the play of the front and the ability to get home with 4 guys versus 5 or even 6 that aren't getting to the quarterback and aren't in coverage. And now, I'll say it, it's like Tech is playing with 12 or 13 defenders when you maximize that just by having to play a base 4 and get there. JC has a quick question. I know you got to get out here and get on with your regularly scheduled life. What percent do you think the OC wants to run the quarterback last week? 2 of the first 8 plays, and I'll say before you answer, don't run Baron Morton. Don't run Baron Morton at all. Don't run RPOs. Don't run zone reads. Don't run Baron Morton. Okay, there's my answer. What? I don't know. What do you think? What does Mac want to do on that run quarterback deal? And there's 2 different quarterbacks we're talking about here doing that now.
I think the ideal Mac Leftwich quarterback is a quarterback that he can run. He ran a speed option against Oregon State that worked. I'm not sure that 2 of the first 8 calls were quarterback run, even though that happened. One of them looked like a busted handoff. And the other one, maybe it wasn't in the first 8 plays, but there was a play where the right tackle pulled left and the left guard pulled right. And then Barron was just like, oh, wait, I'll run up the middle for a yard. I don't know that was called either. So what does he want to do? I think Mac Leftwich lives in a world where he does have somebody who can run and run with a little power or grace, but that's just not Baron Morton. And I think as long as Baron Morton is the starter, it should be 0%.
Agreed, 100% going forward. All right, tell everybody show schedule tomorrow, this week, and everything. What you're going to be up to, Rob?
Yeah, open date, so nothing on the weekend. Tomorrow, 100.7 The Score, 9 to noon. Of course, you can read our articles on doubleTSportsNetwork.com. Post-game, after Texas Tech games, after Jensen and the boys get done, the Coors Light Double T 97.3 post-game show, we take calls and talk with the people. It's like an old school radio show.
Imagine that. Who would have thought anything like that would ever work again? I lied. Time to move on from Bochy or not?
Yeah, let him go back to fishing.
There's got to be a graceful way to do this, right?
Yes. Yeah. I don't think they should fire him. I think Bochy should realize what's going on and retire.
He sounded, I don't know if you heard the post-game show today. They're on Double T 97.3. He sounded really tired.
Yeah.
And I get you lose 8 of 9 or whatever it is right now. But he didn't sound tired in August. Obviously, that was they had the good stretch. But man, he sounds tired, and I don't want him to come back next year and have to make a change in June.
Yeah,
because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then I thought maybe one of the most incredible things I heard today, I don't think it was Nadell, but talking about how the Globe Life has become such a pitcher's park where your ERA is 1.5 runs better at home, and that you've got to become a scratch it out, win 2-1 games and change your personnel. And I'm like, speak to me and get Skeens. He can do this, but I don't know. We'll see. The sons of they sucked me back in after the All-Star break, Rob, and
Yes.
I wasn't going to let them do it, and they did it, and then I believed it for a while, and I think it was you that tweeted yesterday. Thank God the Mariners won the division.
Yes, yeah, the Mariners and the Astros. They better win a couple games, or they're not going to make the playoffs at all.
No,
or the Tigers. The Tigers might miss the playoffs.
One of the most epic collapses that we've seen in the last 25, 30 years.
Unreal.
And I got nothing against Detroit, but geez, win a game or two down the stretch. All right. Hey, man, I appreciate you jumping on. I hope we can get you back on when your schedule allows and everything. And it's just so good to be able to drive down the road, turn on the truck, and there's Rob Breaux on the radio. We need more Rob Breaux on the radio, okay?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And tell Collier, drink a cup of coffee. Perk up a little bit. Wake up.
I'll let him
know. Let him.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Rob.
Yes, sir.
All right. We got to get out of here. We got a busy night coming up and everything else. We're going to be with Carl Johnson here in just a little bit on Twitter Spaces, talking NFL football. You guys can share this everywhere we are on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media. I want to thank Rob Breaux again at Rob Breaux Show on Twitter for hanging out with us. And don't forget, in the morning on the website, theraiderland.com, most Texan thing you've done this week. All right. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. Share this, and we appreciate you being out there because y'all are the best audience in the world.